All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play fake. Boyle. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, Boyle, open man, as Thielen is complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
To throw on 2nd down. Boyle. And an alley to run. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw. Boyle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Like 20! 180! I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go with a keeper, and they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. A sneak good for 2, but it's still going to set up a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the 1st. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this belongs to the Vikings.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would... Never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
I got you.
And they'll run it here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boyle. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for a loss of 5.
So listen to what I'm looking for here about how this drive just started.
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Boyle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. He gets away from one. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Boyle. And this is going to be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Josh Jones in on the stop.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
11.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more after this.
Here we go. Black 80!
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
13.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick by Butker is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Boyle escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Boyle. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Garoppolo now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Now, that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Butker able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Off play action. Boyle. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun. Boyle. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Looking to throw. Boyle. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. I took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or 2 away from making it work.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go. Like 20. 11.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Garoppolo now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And an alley run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
You have to control the guy playing over the nose in order to run the ball up the middle against a 3-4, and they did that very well on that play. And that hurts the linebackers because what they're counting on, especially the guys in the middle, is that nose taking on 2, sometimes 3 blockers, eating those guys up and allowing the linebackers to run free and make a play. But when they control the nose, it allows other guys to get upfield to that second level and block the linebackers. And now the running back's got some room to roam.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go ahead.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And some room to work. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. And across the truck into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. In for the score. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on first down. Boyle, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Hurry up, here we go.
to throw. Boyle, he sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing on third and long. Boyle, he's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Fielded at the 33. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Boyle. That is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They run with Breda, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Wait. Hey, boys, got four down. 11. Let's roll, fellas. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
No. 21.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Butker now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota.
Detroit! Hey. Four down.
On 1st down, Boyle. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch two. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Off play action. Boyle. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On 3rd down, Boyle. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Gone!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Vikings on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, Boyle throwing for his linebacker, and he's got it complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st and 10, Boyle. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll run him here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on 1st down. Boyle. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Boyle, and he slings one that's incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boyle. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Boyle. And the throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
To throw again. Boyle eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Vikings on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Boyle. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? On 3rd down, Johnson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the 49ers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.